He gets the tough yard. Very explosive.
My music is made possible by viewers like you. Thank you for your continued support.
Timeless dramas, eye-opening documentaries, and the shows that bring the world to your screen. We've just made one small change. Now, we're BTPM PBS. Same trusted content, same dedication to you. BTPM PBS programming is made possible by member support and by...
Are you living with joint pain associated with osteoarthritis? Genicol Anti-Inflammatory plus Piperin can help provide relief. Genicol Anti-Inflammatory plus Piperin contains turmeric, curcumin, bioperin, and amino-lock collagen, created with Genicol patented technology. Turmeric is traditionally used in herbal medicine as an anti-inflammatory to help relieve joint pain. Available in drugstores and online everywhere.
Genicol makes me feel so good.
From inspired to installed, from uncertain to unstoppable. There's nothing quite like getting projects done. And doing it yourself doesn't mean doing it alone. The Home Depot, celebrating 20 years with this old house.
Next time on Ask This Old House, I'll show you how to add outdoor lighting to your deck.
Have you ever wondered what power standard to use if you have a job to do? I'll explain how they work and which one to choose.
And I'll go over the basics of power washing vinyl siding.
And we'll share with you a few more home inspection nightmares.
Well, it looks like there was a gutter there, but now there's a fern growing out and someone's bed could be up on top.
That's a procrastinator.
From inspired to installed, from uncertain to unstoppable. There's nothing quite like getting projects done. And doing it yourself doesn't mean doing it alone. The Home Depot, celebrating 20 years with this old house.
For more expert advice, real-time updates from the job site, and exclusive behind-the-scenes information, join us on social media. You'll see the crews from This Old House and Ask This Old House like you've never seen us before. And for even more tips, tricks, and trusted home advice from the This Old House experts, sign up for our free weekly email newsletter. Go to pbs.org/thisoldhouse to subscribe.
You're watching PBS.
A new federal rescission package has been introduced that will eliminate funding for public media. These are funds that Congress previously approved. Contact Congress now and tell them you oppose the rescission. Go to protectmypublicmedia.org.
BTPM NPR's Disabilities Beat promotes awareness and inclusivity, amplifies underrepresented voices, and holds corporations and governments accountable.
What assurance can you offer consumers that these problems won't repeat in New York, and what accountability measures do you have in place?
Hear reports from the Disabilities Beat, hosted by Emily Watkins, every Wednesday on BTPM NPR during Morning Edition and All Things Considered. The BTPM Disabilities Beat is funded in part by the Peter and Elizabeth Tower Foundation.
It was a great summer in Houston. The weather was incredibly hot and humid, like always. And lo and behold, we get a storm that pops up in the Gulf. Looks like the storm is going to go south of here. But then Harvey started drifting north, and it just sat there.
Hurricane Harvey will be the first or second most costly natural disaster in our nation's history. It was absolutely historic, and it was catastrophic.
When you're dealing with an emergency, communication is everything. The ability to let folks know what's going on. Where's the water rising? Where can you find help? And that's absolutely essential to managing a crisis.
If those communications break down, it has the potential to affect not only the lives of first responders, but of the people that we are responding to, the citizens' lives.
When people think about PBS stations, they think about Nova or they think about kids programming. They don't necessarily think about emergency response. Of 24/7 communication, and it makes us a perfect partner in the community in emergency situations.
PBS was absolutely essential to the response to Hurricane Harvey. It allowed us to be able to share information from the Emergency Operations Center to the first responders where they're needed.
we typically utilize LTE, cellular communications, to push a lot of data up and pull a lot of data down. When that starts to falter or completely fails, I need that next iteration of data communication, and that PBS antenna provides that to us.
It's called WARM, PBS WARM. And it really fills the gaps for primary responder communication. But also, if you get an alert on your phone, that's a wireless emergency alert. We've worked with the FCC and FEMA to make sure that system never goes down.
I think PBS is uniquely suited to public safety across the country because they have those relationships with the communities they serve.
There was a lot of loss and a lot of pain, but I think that there is a sense of community more so than there was before the hurricane. We are the voice of the community, and there are hundreds of stations around the country, each playing that same role. It's really part of our mission to make sure communities across the country are safer.
Hola, I'm Patty Hinich. Come cook with me on BTPM PBS for my new season of Patty's Mexican Table, where I will be traveling to the beautiful Mexico City.
Watch Patty's Mexican Table on BTPM PBS.
Now, the people who make Antiques Roadshow possible.
On an American Cruise Line's journey along the Columbia and Snake Rivers, travelers retrace the route forged by Lewis and Clark more than 200 years ago. American Cruise Line's fleet of modern riverboats travel through American landscapes to historic landmarks, where you can experience local customs and cuisine. American Cruise Lines, proud sponsor of Antiques Roadshow.
Ancestry can help you shine a light on the family journey that led to you. Detailed DNA results and family history memberships. Ancestry, proud to support Antiques Roadshow.
And by contributions to your PBS station from viewers like you. Thank you.
Oh. See, those and all these little, we call peppering, little speckles on the back, that's a sign that it wasn't really great quality. It was just mass-produced for people to use every day. Now, also in the back here, we do see a mark. It is really hard to read, but it says, Warranted Staffordshire Adams. Adams is the manufacturer. It's William Adams and Sons, and they were in the Staffordshire region, and they used this mark from about 1804 until about 1840.
Oh, really?
So it helps date it. And the largest...
Now, the people who make Antiques Roadshow possible.
In our family, there was a passion for glassmaking that's passed down through the generations. On Ancestry, I was able to actually put together our family tree. Each person is a glassworker.
We stood on some pretty broad shoulders to get to where we're at today.
American Cruise Lines, proud sponsor of Antiques Roadshow.
And by contributions to your PBS station from viewers like you. Thank you.
I'm Mark Wahlberg. Thanks for watching. See you next time on Antiques Roadshow. How are we doing, folks? You've been lugging this all day. What do you know about it?
This came from Frida Lawrence's house.
Antiques Roadshow is available with PBS Passport and on Amazon Prime Video.
In 1978, I bought it in Santa Fe.
In Santa Fe at a gallery?
Yes.
Remember what you paid for it?
About $1,500.
$1,500.
Which was heart-stopping at the time.
This would have been made in about 1890. The Navajo in the 1880s started making beautiful blankets out of the Germantown yarns. The Hopi made blankets, and they were called Mokies at the time. So when you see these usually dark blue, some of the earlier ones would be indigo and black. The Germantown yarns, they started using this purple color with it.
I liked the variation in the colors of it.
The variation is very nice. A lot of times Germantown weavings are accused of being a little static,
I see.
This one has a fabulous pattern. It's just really crisp and clean, and I think we're very comfortable with a $10,000 to $15,000 auction evaluation.
Wow. That's very good news. Thank you.
It's absolutely beautiful.
I brought a fancy Stockton collage. It was a gift from my mother-in-law.
She was a classically trained artist, moved to Santa Fe in 1941, and this is one of her sun paintings.
Okay.
She probably did it about 1950 or so. Okay. Pansy used bark, lichens, different kind of leaves. I think about the only piece of vegetation Pansy Stockton didn't use was pansy. And in an auction situation, we would expect that it would probably bring about $1,000 to $1,500.
Okay, very good, very good.
You're watching PBS.
They tung kring go kaku kring re boom de na. They nampan tu ni sumla new glo go ante. My name is Kong Long. I'm 73 years old. King Kong hashich kuning go na they go nampan cha chui sai and go they bung li phe go to they phe go ngai kai mi lom na kai mi lom mai bung li re go they klo yang kai mi pyo la ni na ngai kai ra so ngai le mo pinya re go ni ma ngai they go na lu tam lam jong ngai kai ra so ngai bung li re they nampan ni lu thu jang ngai kai mi pyo ai ngo ngai na mi to alu atan bang na I mi sha phe grum na ni ma ngai they go na lu tam lam jong ngai kai ra so ngai asak ya ngai zon ne asak bai manom nang ni phe ngai kuna go sun mi yo go tinang ngai shra go tinang khumbe tinang pyo kha tinang che nga rai khamja lam sti rai lu ai sha go che sti rai ste sti kha sha che rai sakapa ma tem chola naun sa se ya go nta ke san ma tem cho pen sta mi tha kalang ram sha sa.
BTPM PBS programming is made possible by member support and by
Hello, Chautauqua!
This is my first time at Chautauqua, and I think I'm in love.
This place is dedicated to learning, to growing, to asking ourselves, what does it mean to be a human being?
I look at this as a different type of opportunity to have a conversation with people that really care about America, but also can have a stimulating conversation to produce and evoke change.
Funding for presentation of this program is provided by
A successful business owner sells his company and restores his father's historic jazz club with his son. A Raymond James financial advisor gets to know you, your passions, and the way you bring people together. Life well planned.
You know, as somebody coming out of college, it can be very nerve-wracking, not knowing what to expect, whether you'll like your job or not, whether you'll make friends, whether you'll fit in. And here I feel like it's so welcoming and such an inclusive place to work. You just feel like you're valued.
Funding was also provided by the Freeman Foundation,
the Judy and Peter Bloom Kovler Foundation, upholding freedom by strengthening democracies at home and abroad.
And now, BBC News.
I'm Sumi Somaskanda in Washington, and this is BBC World News America. An intense feud breaks out between President Trump and his one-time ally Elon Musk after the Tesla CEO criticizes the president over social media. The U.S. issues a sweeping new travel ban for people from 12 countries. We'll be speaking to a member of the Trump administration about the measure. And NATO Chief Mark Rutte proposes a major increase in defense spending after the U.S. Defense Secretary warns against the alliance's reliance on Washington. Follow BBC News for the very latest, and thank you for watching World News America.
Funding for presentation of this program is provided by
Financial services firm Raymond James.
BDO, accountants and advisors.
Funding was also provided by the Freeman Foundation,
the Judy and Peter Bloom Kovler Foundation, upholding freedom by strengthening democracies at home and abroad.
BBC's journalists here in Ukraine,
across southern Israel, here in Michigan,
Beirut, China, Italy, Russia,
Paris.
Wherever news breaks, we're there.
Live from Washington, this is BBC News.
Get the free PBS app now and stream the best of PBS.
A new federal rescission package has been introduced that will eliminate funding for public media. These are funds that Congress previously approved. Contact Congress now and tell them you oppose the rescission. Go to protectmypublicmedia.org.
Hi, I'm Christina. I love exploring the world around me. And I have behind-the-scenes VIP tickets to some of the most exciting places and people in Western New York. Come along with me from wherever you are.
Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
Catch episodes on WNED PBS, Buffalo Toronto Public Media YouTube channel, and on PBS Learning Media nationwide.
BTPM PBS programming is made possible by member support and by
Radio Bilingüe, powered by Sin Fronteras Western New York, is sponsored by the Hispanic Heritage Council of Western New York, dedicated to preserving the history of Western New York's Hispanics. And by Celino Law. Car crash? CelinoLaw.com. Also by Batavia Downs Gaming and Hotel. Information at BataviaDownsGaming.com. Radio Bilingüe, powered by Sin Fronteras Western New York, is on WBFO HD3 and streaming at WBFO.org, a Spanish service of Buffalo Toronto Public Media.
At Great Wolf Lodge, there's excitement in every slide, adventures waiting to begin, and dance parties every night. So bring your pack together and Wolf out!
This day has been long in coming. I was hoping to astonish you.
The chance may not come again.
Now's the time.
Funding for presentation of this program is provided by
A successful business owner sells his company and restores his father's historic jazz club with his son. A Raymond James financial advisor gets to know you, your passions, and the way you bring people together. Life well planned.
You know, as somebody coming out of college, it can be very nerve-wracking, not knowing what to expect, whether you'll like your job or not, whether you'll make friends, whether you'll fit in. And here, I feel like it's so welcoming and such an inclusive place to work. You just feel like you're valued.
Funding was also provided by the Freeman Foundation,
the Judy and Peter Bloom Kovler Foundation, upholding freedom by strengthening democracies at home and abroad.